This is high school football on iTalk 1067, presented by Sholo Ford. High school football is also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Little Bluebird Studios, Sunrise Park Resort, Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Summit Regional Medical Center, Octopus Car Wash, Hudson's Furniture, and Mountain Mobile Auto Glass. And now, Sholo Ford presents high school football. Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Summit Regional Medical Center, Octopus Car Wash, Hudson's Furniture, and Mountain Mobile Auto Glass.
Finds the hole.
Running.
He could go 40, 35, 30, to the 20, to the 15, 10-5, touchdown.
And now, Sholo Ford presents high school football on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Well, good evening to you. Welcome to St. John's High School. Camden Smith, Mike Side with Steve Owens. It's the Eagles making the trip up to the mountain to take on the St. John's Redskins. The Eagles are the perfect record, 7-0, and the number one team in the state facing St. John's tonight, they do have a loss on the season, and that came at the hands of Round Valley. It was a barn burner in that rivalry game, Steve, and these two teams, St. John's been licking their wounds ever since, and they've got a tough challenge ahead of them here tonight.
And they've got plenty of history where they're going to, if they get a wake-up call like that one, you can see them making a strong run into the playoffs. You never want to lose your rivalry game, but, if you're going to make adjustments, you want to make those adjustments, learn what you've got to adjust before the playoffs come.
Absolutely. Now, the question is, how good is St. John's and how good is Thatcher? Well, if you look at comparative schedules, you got to say that Thatcher's probably about a 25-point favorite here tonight against the Redskins. But as with all high school football and high school sports, you're dealing with teenagers, and you just never know what's going to happen. So the St. John's Redskins certainly have they've got a big task ahead of them, and their hands full with this Thatcher Eagle squad. We'll talk more about that in a moment, but let's go now to our Summit Regional Medical Center injury report, brought to you by Summit Regional Medical Center. Everything your athlete needs to get back into the game, Summit Regional Medical Center. And no injuries to report on either team, at least that the coaches were willing to share with us. We'll say it that way. Summit Regional Medical Center, everything your athlete needs to get back into the game, Summit Regional Medical Center. Time now for our Ace Hardware key players of the game, brought to you by the Ace Hardware of the White Mountains. Now with a 24/7 locksmith. Next time you're locked out of your car, just need a key made, their mobile unit will come to you. That's the Ace Hardware in Pine Top, Sholo, and Heber Overgard. And we've got several key players to talk about tonight. We didn't get a chance to go over this with Chris, so hopefully we'll be able to do a good job. We'll start with the Thatcher Eagles and start with their quarterback, Jack Kortson. The senior, he's 6'3", 195-pounder. And, Jack is a kid that looks like the prototypical pro quarterback, but they run him out of the option. And so he'll have to make good decisions tonight, and we'll look forward to seeing what he has. If he gets out in the open field on that option, he can give teams some trouble. He's got a lot of breakaway speed. Not so great in tight corners, but breakaway speed is certainly something we'll look for tonight out of him.
All right, here they are.
Also tonight, we'll talk about Riley Morris, a 6'1", 195-pound senior, and that's not Morris. That is Seth Lunt. We'll talk about him probably during the game. But Riley Morris, the running back, number 28, is the guy that we want to talk about right now. And, Riley Morris is a fullback, and he runs the ball hard, but he also pays dividends on the defense. As we move now to number 34, Quentin Turley, the 5'7", 165-pound senior. We look forward to seeing what he has tonight. He's a kid that can rack up a lot of yardage, and if they let him get free, he can cause some trouble. He's quick to the edge and does a good job, has good vision downfield. Moving on to the St. John's Redskins, couple of players to talk about. Ramon Sanchez, quarterback, junior, 5'10", 200 pounds. And Mr. Sanchez has got a really good arm, but not only that, but he's very fast. He was our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store Player of the Game last game we called. So Ramon Sanchez, 16 touchdowns on the year, 4 interceptions, and he's also had 48 carries for 309 yards and 10 touchdowns. Next for the Redskins, we look at Tanner Crosby, the junior, 5'8", 140 pounds. Tanner is carried the ball 54 times, 403 yards and 3 touchdowns. And then the other guy that we'll talk about is Kyron Ulibarri, senior 6'2", 180-pounder. And Kyron has done an outstanding job as well at receiving. He's got 17 catches for 355 yards and 7 touchdowns. And that's your Ace Hardware key players of the game as we go downstairs now and listen to the coin toss.
Respect in 3 ways, guys. Respect the name on the front of your jersey, which is the school you represent. Normally on the back, your name, your last name. Respect yourself. Respect the game and the way it's supposed to be played, okay? That includes us as officials. If we do that, we'll have a good game, all right? Any questions before we get started? Thatcher, you guys are a busy team. Got a coin with heads, a coin with tails. Heads and tails. All right, we're going to let you call it in the air. We're going to let it hit on the ground, okay? Loud enough Mr. Anselmo can hear you, okay? Ready?
Tails.
Tails, he says. It is tails. You won the toss. Your coach said that you wanted deferred. Do you still want to do that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Thatcher's won the toss. They'll defer.
Okay, there's your coin toss. And we're set to go. The Redskins deciding what side of the field they're going to go to, but that's your coin toss. The Eagles winning the toss and defer to the second half, putting their defense on the field as they normally would in this situation anytime they win the coin toss. So Thatcher Eagles and the St. John's Redskins. We're ready to get going here. Pregame show has been brought to you in part by the Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, now with a 24/7 locksmith. Next time you're locked out of your car, just need a key made. Their mobile unit will come to you. That's the Ace Hardware in Pine Top, Sholo, and Heber Overguard. And actually, we're going to step away as we honor America in the playing of our national anthem. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Want to buy the #1 selling truck in America for over 41 years? Want to buy a vehicle with a lifetime engine warranty? Want to get the best deal in the state of Arizona on your new Ford car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Anyone can say they'll give you a great deal, but Guy Hatch at Sholo Ford means it. In fact, he guarantees it. Buy the best from the best. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce.
Hudson's Furniture has quality furniture at affordable prices. With their newly expanded showroom, they offer furniture for every room in your home, including best home furnishings, featuring solid wood construction and a lifetime warranty. And customized orders are available to fit your individual size, color, and style. Plus, get guaranteed credit approval with 0 interest and 0 down. For the best prices on quality furniture, visit Hudson's Furniture, across from Walmart in Taylor.
Okay, welcome back to St. John's High School. We're set for the Thatcher Eagles and the St. John's Redskins, 2A Black region. Top four teams in this region are St. John's, Thatcher, Round Valley, and Morenci. And Round Valley and Morenci are playing tonight. We understand in that contest that St. John's is without 4 of their starting players. Morenci is without 4 of their starting players. And so that will be an interesting game there to see how Round Valley comes out in that one. And then, of course, St. John's here has got their hands full with the Eagles. The Eagles, interestingly enough, have to play this Redskin team this week, and then they'll play Round Valley at Round Valley next week. So they've got 2 key road games up here on the mountain to finish off their season, and looking to remain unblemished as they head into the state championship.
St. John's with their last home game of the season, then headed down to Benson and Morenci to finish their season off. So all vying for top seeds right now.
Connor Russell to kick off as you see him there teeing it up. Great shot by our camera crew.
You ready, Mark?
And
Go to the right side, go to the right side.
Got Dion Perry over on the far side of the field for St. John's to return.
short kick will be picked up at the 25. Mark Vallejos carries it out across the 25 to about the 28 before he's driven backwards by the Thatcher Eagles. So good field position here for the Redskins to start their opening drive.
So Sanchez, very strong quarterback. See him before the game warming up with his team. He's got a great arm. He's got great running ability. We've seen him a few times this year. He's a smart quarterback.
Sanchez will line up in the gun. Single back flanking him to his right. It's Crosby. They hand it to Crosby, and Crosby hit as he gets the handoff for a loss of a couple back to the 26-yard line. They'll give him forward progress out to the 27. Now they get it back at the 28.
Still getting progress.
So he'll be lose a yard on the play, so it'll be 2nd down and 11. Out of the lineup comes Dion Perry for the Redskins. As we see Kyron Ulibarri set up here on the near side as the wide receiver. Shotgun snap to Sanchez. He drops, throws, and it is caught at the 30-yard line by J.J. Womack. Quentin Turley on the tackle for the Eagles.
Great defense played by the Eagles on that one. Immediately hit once it was caught. Not much space given. They're playing very disciplined already. You see some teams come out on these first few plays with a little bit of a cushion, a little bit slow, but Thatcher seems to be firing on all cylinders with their defense so far.
At the 30-yard line, they send again Ulibarri here to the near sideline. Sanchez from the gun, steps back to throw again. It is caught by Vallejos. He is hammered at the 30, but he gets out of the tackle. Up to the 35, he'll be dropped down at the 36. But a terrific catch and an even better run after the catch.
Boy, he got hit hard right off the bat, but he bounced up, kept going.
Take a look at this replay right here, and an outstanding hit right here, but he forgets to wrap up. And I see if we can see, that was Morris who missed the tackle. Morris hammered him hard, but he bounced off the tackle, and so it's now 4th down, though, and short. And the Redskins will have to punt. Nielsen gets off a nice one. It's a wobbly spiral that bounces at the 31. Takes a St. John's bounce back to the 25. Turley brings it back across the 30 and will be spun out of bounds by Skousen at the 36-yard line.
Makes some good moves to keep the ball moving forward for the Eagles on that one. Good run back with some not much cushion by the St. John's Redskins either. They're pretty tight on that return. Good blocking, though. Gave them some room to run.
Opening paragraph of this first quarter, and the Thatcher Eagles get a 3 and out on defense and get good field position. That's exactly what they were hoping for after they won the toss and deferred. Now they're set up nicely at their 36-yard line. They'll set a man in motion across the formation. And take the snap, fake the handoff. Courtson keeping, looks for a hole on the right side, but not much there. A gain of a couple. Skousen on the tackle, along with Patterson. Jack Courtson, we talked about him, one of our Ace Hardware key players of the game, and he's a kid that looks like you would run him traditionally as a drop back passer, but they've got him running the option here at Thatcher. They run probably in the games that we've seen, they've run the ball about 75, 80% of the time. And Kortson trying to keep around the right side. He has no room. Skousen and Nilsson are going to combine on the tackle.
Great defensive coverage by the Redskins. Brings it back for a loss.
There's a nice block right there as Kortson tries to cut it back inside, but the pursuit up inside was too much. Third down. And 11 now for the Eagles at the 8.5 mark of this first quarter. I tandem in the backfield. Hand it to the first man through. That's Riley Morris. Riley Morris is spun down after a gain of a couple. Nick Patterson in on the stop. Robert Vallejos as well, and that's going to be a 3 and out on Thatcher's opening possession. So if you thought it was going to be easy, guess what? Probably not going to be that way here tonight as both defenses step up early in this contest. Kortson steps back to punt, stands at his 26. Dion Perry and Crosby back to return this one for the Redskins. Crosby catches it at the 31. He's hit immediately by Turley and knocked down. Also, O'Donnell there on the stop for the Eagles.
Boy, what a risky catch on that one. That was there wasn't much room to catch that ball before he got hit. That could have turned ugly real quick for the Redskins if he didn't hang on to that.
Absolutely. Thatcher Eagles under new head coach Ramon Morales and offensive coordinator Don Conrad, who's the athletic director at Thatcher High School. Sanchez sets up in the shotgun, and we get option to the right side, and Crosby is knocked down by Moats. And Moats is a player that we didn't talk about in our Ace Hardware key players of the game, but he's a kid that is going to pay dividends for this Thatcher ball club. He's a guy that has already committed to play at Utah State.
Hey, you know, when you've got a guy that's 6'6", 230 pounds as a receiver, you've got a lot of options there.
Yeah. Sanchez in the gun on 2nd down and long, 2nd and 12. Looking to his left, throws to his left, and it is pulled in by Nilsson on a terrific grab at the 46-yard line.
What a great grab on that one. Defense was good. Defense was played well, no cushion, he just brought it in.
And a great grab by Nilsson here to pick up the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down for the St. John's Redskins, our first Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down of the game. And we'll have to fix our graphic there. There we go. First down and 10, fresh set of downs for the Redskins. They go right side this time. Sanchez trying to get to the edge. He'll be knocked down by Turley at the 46. And we get our first penalty of the game. They discuss it here. We'll see if the official remembers to turn his microphone on. Doesn't look like we're going to get the call. Shane Walker, our referee today. Our umpire is Randall Lufer. Head linesman is Ivory White. Line judge is P.J. Way, and Chavez is our back judge.
Chop block.
I think block below the waist is the call, so it's a 10-yard penalty and 1st and 20. Pass to Ulibarri is caught on the near side. You know, this is, I think, what St. John's has done well, or at least gotten better at from week to week, is being able to make these types of pitches and catches, Steve. And I think it's the area that Thatcher has not been tested in yet.
No, and he's got over 1,100 total yards. Sanchez does on the season. He's He's an all-around player. His passing is spot on.
Second down and 12. They get it set up in the wishbone and hand it off to Perry. He's hit in the backfield by Moats, though, and spun down at the 48. The Thatcher 48-yard line, and it'll be no gain on the play.
So after a great gain, they get that penalty that really sets them back. They needed that momentum to get their offense moving.
Scoreboard says 3rd and 13, but I'm calling it 3rd and 12 here. Sanchez sends out 4 receivers, throws deep right side, but it was well over Ulibarri's head, and I don't think Ulibarri had the right route that time. Sanchez thought he was going deep. Ulibarri had turned and come back towards the ball, and the ball sailed out. The good thing for the Redskins is Sanchez threw it far enough that not even the Thatcher player had a shot at it.
That's right. Quentin Turley made a sprint for it, but it was about 2 yards short from that, making that interception.
So Dodge and Turley back to receive this punt for the Thatcher Eagles. Nilsson puts boot into it at the 40. Dodge is going to return this one inside the 20. Now he has some room on the right side to the 40. Across midfield at the 30, or rather 40, 30. He's going to go to the 20.
Wow.
15, 10, 5, touchdown.
And laundry on the field.
Brenton Dodge all the way to the house, but a penalty marker is thrown. And we'll await the call here.
It's kind of a line drive of a punt there.
Dodge comes up with it there at the 18, and you can see he gets into some traffic here, but watch him turn on the jets. Right here is where he makes this nifty move.
On the return, holding on the receiving team, 10 yards from the spot. First down.
So we get a holding call, and it'll bring it back, so wipe the points off the board. And off the stat sheet for Brenton Dodge. Brenton Dodge, another one of those players that is a two-way player here for the Thatcher Eagles. We've seen him a key running back for them, as well as a great secondary player. Playing in the defensive secondary, I should say.
Thatcher shows what they can do with special teams. Now St. John's has got a chance to, after that penalty, to make a stand on this drive.
There's the snap, and they go option to the left. They give it to the pitch man, and that's
Brock Jones.
Brock Jones. That's a familiar name in your neck of the woods there, Steve.
That's right. His dad's Russ Jones, the defensive coordinator for the Thatcher Eagles. I was actually privileged enough to play with Russ in high school at Blue Ridge.
And he even threw you the ball once in a while,
Every once in a while. I tried to catch it every time.
We get a whistle here. Let's see what the official has to say.
Sideline warning on the defense. Second one results in a penalty. Still second.
So 2nd down and 1 at the 44-yard line for the Thatcher Eagles at the Redskins 40. 46, I should say. And Courtson keeps around the right side. He's got some room. He's going to go. And he scores it from 36 yards out. And I don't know what happened to the defense that time for the Redskins, but they were nowhere in sight as he goes untouched to the end zone. He did a nice job hanging on to that, giving it to the dive back, and the defense collapsed on the dive back and left Courtson all alone.
They had that handoff covered well. But breaking around the outside, there was no one left to tackle him.
And the point after try by Russell is up and good. And so with 4:08 left to play here in this first quarter, it's the Thatcher Eagles on top 7-0. We'll step away. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
I need you guys, keep your heads up. Let's go. Keep on cheering. Let's go.
Well, the Thatcher Eagles get a short field and take advantage. So they get the first points on the board. 36-yard touchdown by Courtson. And it's 7-0 Thatcher here with the clock winding to under 4 minutes to play, or actually at about 4:03. Vallejos is going to return the kick. The Northland Pioneer College kickoff is returned out to the 23-yard line. Perez on the tackle for the Eagles.
It almost looked like he was waiting to see if that ball was going to turn and go out of bounds. He kind of hesitated to pick it up. Got about 5 yards after that, but got to be quick to get on that kickoff.
I think the question mark for the Redskins is, can they run against this Thatcher defense? And judging by their play calling in the first series, you would guess that their first two series, you would guess that Coach Morgan is going to rely heavily on the pass, but he'll start this one off with a decent run up the middle. Dion Perry carries it for about 5 yards. Excuse me, it's Crosby on the carry. Out across the 25, he gets to the 28-yard line. 2nd down and 5 on a 5-yard carry to start things off for the Redskins.
They've got quite a bit of size on that Thatcher defensive line as well. 230 clear up to 307.
Yeah, no one under 200. And a handoff is snuffed out in the backfield, and the Thatcher Eagles are all over that one. We'll take a look at Vallejos here and try to get look at the Thatcher defense smothering Vallejos there, and almost had a turnover.
Got Moats and Gage Bryce, excuse me, on that tackle for a total of 462 pounds on that tackle.
3rd down and 8 from the 25. Shotgun snap to Sanchez, steps back to throw, and he throws it into double coverage to Ulibarri. Courtson picks it off. Interception, Thatcher at the 36. And Sanchez, perhaps an ill-advised throw here, as he throws it into double coverage. Courtson just did a terrific job there from his safety position, coming over and timing that one and coming down with it. He high points it and is able to get it before the Thatcher Eagles can, the Redskins can. Ulibarri couldn't come up with it. So our first turnover of the game, and Thatcher with another short field as they start at the 36, their own 36, with a receiver left and one to the right. And we get flags thrown here and a penalty marker from both sides.
Encroachment on the defense, 5-yard penalty, still 1st down.
So Nick Patterson jumps off sides on that one.
Nick, watch the ball. Nick.
Getting a little antsy, but easy correction to make.
7-0 Thatcher, and now a 1st down and 5. Two receivers out to the right side of the formation this time. And a single back in the backfield with Courtson under center. On 2nd and 5, they hand it off. Or excuse me, 1st and 5, I should say. They hand it off to Trevin Clark, and Clark has a yard.
Looking at the offensive linemen of Thatcher now, you've got 72, 70, and 77, all of them over 230 pounds. Quentin Mack, Sam Nicholas and Gage Bryce all leading that front line.
Yeah, the big uglies look good up there for the Thatcher Eagles, don't they? Another penalty marker thrown here.
Dead ball. Delay of the game on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still second down.
So Thatcher with a miscue here that gives back the 5 that they gained on the offsides penalty called at the beginning of this series. As Courtson sets up under center. 2 men split in the backfield behind him. Tight end is on the right side of the formation. And Case Udall is
Dead ball. Encroachment on the defense. 5-yard penalty, still second.
Gonna give it right back to him.
You know, that's one of the things that I talked about with the St. John's coaches before the game is we were here for the Blue Ridge game and how many penalties were thrown, and that's still heating them up. So they've got to get this under control as far as creating penalties.
Yeah, got to get that eliminated. Second down now and 4. Pitch it out on the option. And I think that was Clark. No, I think number 3. That's Gavin Bryce. 5'8", 175-pound junior running back for the Thatcher Eagles. Minute and a half left here in this first quarter. Eagles up 7-0. Now facing a critical 3rd down and about 4. It's a short 4. They send Cole Moltz here to the near sideline. They hand it straight ahead to Clark, and Clark has got all the room in the world. To the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, 57 yards. And the Thatcher Eagles have found pay dirt twice. The Hudson's Furniture touchdown, he went untouched. And I was just about to say, outside of that run by the Thatcher quarterback, Jack Courtson, for the previous touchdown, St. John's has had good run defense outside of that one run. 57 yards for Trevin Connor
Clark.
Russell for the point after try, and it's up and good, and we have a 14-0 lead Thatcher with 1:05 left to play here in the first. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
Well, we welcome you back to St. John's High School as we get set for another Northland Pioneer College kickoff. It has been all Thatcher here in this first quarter. They're up 14-0. And both of their scores have come on big plays. A 36-yard keeper by Courtson, 57-yard carry by Trevin Clark. Vallejos will return this one for the Redskins from the 15, gets knocked down at the 20 by Perez. And so the game of field position has been won so far tonight by the Thatcher Eagles, and they've taken advantage with some big plays.
Thatcher's showing a lot of speed from their backfield. Their linemen, they're working hard up front, pushing the Redskins back on most plays so far. But those are adjustments that St. John's is used to. St. John's is a lot smaller on that front line, so they've just got to stay low and take care of the trenches.
Sanchez in the gun, takes the shotgun snap, throws it right, and it's tipped and picked off. Coming the other direction and stepping out of bounds is Trace Goodman. Makes the interception at the 47, call it the 34-yard line or so.
Riley Morris gets his hands up just in time.
And that is not Cole Maltz.
Number 28, Riley Morris.
Riley Morris tipped it, and the interception made there for the Thatcher Eagles by a kid wearing a new jersey tonight, Trace Goodman.
Great heads-up play by the defense. That tip drill, that's something they practice.
Yeah.
That's not an accident. That's something they practice.
So another short field for the Eagles. They have it at the 24. Courtson steps back, throws to his right, overthrows his intended receiver. That is Goodman again. They're trying to target him out on the right side. We have yet to see him throw to Moats.
Yeah, I would think with Moats' size and what his abilities are, I'm sure they've got, looks like they've had number 22, Kyron Uleberry over here to cover him.
Well, and knowing Coach Conrad, I can assure you that they throw just to keep the defense honest. He likes to run the football. Snap to Courts and give it to Morris. Morris.
Little wraparound handoff.
To the 15, to the 5, touchdown. Riley Morris somehow got up the near sideline without getting tackled. The Thatcher Eagles, 3 scores in the first quarter. Another Hudson's Furniture touchdown. There's the wraparound handoff. And Riley Morris faked out our camera operator, Janessa Moore, but he gets down that sideline and trots into the touchdown as Russell puts the point after try up and through, and the Thatcher Eagles are perfect, 21-0. 38 seconds left to play first quarter. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com. Well, whoever said it was going to be easy, maybe they were right. 3 touchdowns in the first quarter for the Thatcher Eagles as they go up 21-0. And Russell gets set for the Northland Pioneer College kickoff for the Thatcher Eagles. And back to receive for the Redskins is Crosby back at his 10-yard line. Dion Perry and Vallejos are the up backs. Russell puts boot into it, gets a short end over ender, fielded by Vallejos at the 15 to the 20, up the middle at the 25. He'll be knocked down at the 30-yard line. And that's about the best starting field position of the night for the Redskins. Gary Perez on the tackle for the Eagles.
So St. John's really got to turn on their offense. They've got to make good blocks. Their line has got to fire off low and make some headway on that big defensive front of Thatcher.
First quarter of action here, 33 seconds remains in the first. 21-0 is our score. First down and 10 at the 30 for the Redskins. Shotgun snap to Sanchez, hand to Crosby. Crosby has a yard to the 31. Sam Nicholas able to knock him down.
You know, he got tripped up, and Nicholas wrapped him up in the air and landed on him.
Yeah, that's not a fun treat there. I don't know if Nicholas had a ticket for that ride, but he may be over the weight limit.
He may be. He's pushing limits anyways.
I'll tell you what, Thatcher's got one of the most dominant defensive lines in the state, I'm convinced. That's going to end the first quarter of action. 21-0 is our score, with the Thatcher Eagles on top of the Redskins of St. John's High School. Quarter number 2 coming up. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Little Bluebird Studios is a local company with skilled designers that care about your company's image and brand. Call Little Bluebird Studios today, 928-351-7942, or online at littlebluebird.org. Little Bluebird Studios, the company that cares.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
Well, we welcome you back to St. John's High School. 21-0 is our score. The Redskins trailing as we start quarter number 2 here. Thatcher with 2 big plays, call it 3 big plays. Couple of interceptions have turned into points for the Eagles. And a low snap here to Sanchez, and he falls on it. It appears that they get it back, but it'll be a loss on the plays. We get another sack recorded by that Thatcher defense. Start looking ahead to next week for, if you're a Thatcher Eagle fan, you've got Round Valley at the Dome, perhaps one of the most difficult tasks so far this season for the Thatcher Eagles. Wide receiver here to the near side of the formation is Ulibarri. And Sanchez takes the snap, looking towards Nielsen. Nielsen almost able to get back to that one. Sanchez threw it a little bit short and to the inside, and Nielsen could not come back to it.
Boy, he leans hard trying to get back inside, but when you're sprinting straight down the field, trying to adjust like that, it's rough.
Nielsen had 2 steps on the defender. If Sanchez able to hit him in stride, that's going for 6. Another 4th down, and the Redskins forced to punt this one away. Bretton Dodge and Quentin Turley back to receive the punt. Wobbly punt that'll be picked up by Turley at the 45, spins out of tackle, crosses midfield, and will be knocked down at the 45 of the Redskins.
Does not go down easy. Got spun around a couple times there and just kept fighting.
Quentin Turley, pretty fun kid to watch. Surprised we haven't seen more handoffs to him tonight. He got banged up just before the Safford game earlier in the season. Didn't start in that contest, at least on offense. So.
And that strong of a player not playing in that game, they still came away over Safford 28-20.
And that was a game, though, that took them 4 quarters to come up with a victory, down 14-0 early in that contest. Cordson looking to throw, in trouble, steps up, gets away from the rush, and look at him go. Midfield,
so
to
fast.
The 30, to the 20, to the 15. Ulibarri finally able to grab him and then waiting for his teammates to knock him down inside the 10. But look at the foot speed that time of Cordson.
It looked like he wanted to go to Moats on that, but he was well covered on that play.
He just breaks away right here and just throttles
Look at
past
that
the defense. Absolutely fantastic there by Cordson. Gets a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down, as you can see why they like to allow him to run the football, huh?
I guess if you can't pass, it's not really a letdown.
Yeah. Courtson inside the 10 now with a 1st and goal. They hand it off the right side, and crossing the 5-yard line is Brock Jones. Jones inside the 2, it looks like. We can't see from here, but
he and Turley confused me. They look the same out there. And when there's a big pile up, you think everything stops. They pop out the side and keep going. St. John's has got their goal line defense set up.
This will be a backbreaker if the Eagles able to score here. 2nd and goal from inside the 2, it looks like. Snap and hand it to Jones, and Jones is in from 2 yards out. Another Hudson's Furniture touchdown for the Thatcher Eagles. Look at the hole there for Jones. Closed quickly, but Jones plenty of time to squeeze through there and get the touchdown. 9.5 left to play here in this 2nd quarter now. And we were worried about this game being a rout, and it has all of a sudden turned into one as the Thatcher Eagles will miss on the point after try but lead at 27-0. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk 106.7.
Oh, they got a flag.
Oh, hold on. Don't go anywhere. We got a penalty marker. Yeah.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike penalty on the kicking team. That'll be taken on the kickoff.
All right, we'll step away. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Want to buy the #1 selling truck in America for over 41 years? Want to buy a vehicle with a lifetime engine warranty? Want to get the best deal in the state of Arizona on your new Ford car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Anyone can say they'll give you a great deal, but Guy Hatch at Sholo Ford means it. In fact, he guarantees it. Buy the best from the best. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce.
Welcome back to St. John's High School. Time now for our Northland Pioneer College kickoff as Russell puts boot into it for the Eagles and hits an end-over-ender that'll be fielded by Vallejos near the 25. He's coming all the way to this other side and doesn't have anywhere to go. He's going to be stopped right at the 25-yard line. He ran 25 yards to get to. Montoya on the tackle. Just nothing going as the containment was there for the Thatcher Eagles. Special teams doing a terrific job for the Eagles.
And I could hear the St. John's coaches yelling, "Get up field," from where we're sitting. So he might be getting an earful after that.
27-0 Thatcher with 9.5 left to play here in this 2nd quarter. And St. John's looking for answers. They have had some success offensively tonight, but you wouldn't know it in the last 2 couple of series that they've run here. They opened up with a great passing game to start off. They give it to Crosby. Crosby's got some room. Close to the 30-yard line before he's dropped as he goes off tackle right side that time. Quentin Turley and Skousen, I believe, on the tackle, but Tanner Crosby doing a nice job there, picking up some big yardage. Want to thank Chris Bennett for our juicy graphics here tonight. They're very good.
That's the speed that we're used to seeing from Crosby. He hit that hole real quick. There he goes once again.
Lowers his shoulder and fights his way to the 35. It's a yard to gain. It'll depend on the spot here, whether he picked up the first down or not. Connor Russell and Jones combined on the tackle for the Thatcher Eagles. And the officials blow it dead to measure, presumably. Nope, they give it to him. A Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down for the Redskins. One of just a couple this first half, I believe, for St. John's. I think that may only be their second or third.
I agree. I think that is their second first down of the game.
That may have been a generous spot there for the Redskins. Knows the football over the 35. Sanchez sets a man in motion. Hands to Vallejos, and Vallejos has a couple of yards, fights his way across the 35 out to the 36-yard line, 37-yard line before Moat spins him down at the 38. It looks like they're going to mark it.
They've only got to be within about 3 yards of Moats for him to be able to reach him with his wingspan.
Yeah. Clock under 8 minutes to play here in the half. Two receivers to the right with the slot lined up on the right side. And Sanchez looking to throw. They send 4 out. Throws it across the middle. It is caught by Vallejos just near midfield. He makes the reception at the 48-yard line. And Dodge able to knock him down, but not before he picks up a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down for the Redskins. It's a great catch. Knew he was going to get hit. And I said they threw over the middle. It's really over there on the right side. But
pass was ruled incomplete. Second down.
Oh, I missed that. I didn't see that on the replay. Did you see that on the replay?
No, sir.
Correction, third down.
So incomplete pass. So third down and 7. Well, 3rd and 6. Give to Crosby, and Crosby's got nowhere to go. Gets to the 40-yard line, a couple of yards, but a penalty marker thrown in the backfield. Preliminary indication is a face mask. Check the official here. Oh, a face mask against Thatcher. Will it be the 5-yard variety or the 15? The 5 will bring up 4th down. 15 will, well, they already said personal foul. That's right.
On the defense, that's 15 yards from the end of the run. The result is a first down.
I guess if it's a personal foul, then it is the 15-yard variety. I misspoke there. So a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down for the Redskins.
That gets them up to where they had that catch. Well, what we thought was a catch.
Perry comes here to the near sideline, sets himself as the wide receiver, and Sanchez hands it to Crosby. Crosby hit at the line of scrimmage, but drives his way across the 45 to the 44-yard line where Connor Russell and Grayson Schreck able to knock him down. Tanner Crosby getting his work cut out for him here tonight. Look at that hit. Skousen came in and got hit by him.
Yeah, we've got 2 27s on the roster. Let's see.
Sanchez drops to throw on second and has a man, Ulibarri, but he underthrows him, and Ulibarri can't come up with it up.
Come on,
Bounced on the carpet. So it will be third down now.
Kyron did have that defense beat. If that ball was a couple yards deeper, that could have been 6. Not many times we've seen them create distance between the defense, get deeper than them for those passes.
Well, we've seen it a couple times, but both passes by Sanchez were off the mark. Both of them were deep balls. So on third down and 8. Sanchez sets up a screen to Crosby, but he cannot hit him. Crosby was trying to get away from a couple of Thatcher defensive linemen that time, and I think
oh, too, 77 from Thatcher. Sam Nicholas.
Yeah, Nicholas
hot on his
got back there.
Tracks.
quickly, but just another pass that's off the mark here for Sanchez, uncharacteristic for him. Low snap, it's handled well though by Nelson.
Nice
tail
high
down
kick.
spiral though, and it takes a Thatcher Eagle bounce after it bounced at the 22-yard line. It came back to the 30 before it went out of bounds. Just 15 yards net that time for Nilsson. He got too much underneath it. It was almost like he was trying to place it inside the 20, but took a little too much off of it.
Kicked it over, trying to head towards the corner, get it down inside the 20, towards the far pylon to get it away from the returner, but took a backwards bounce.
27-0 Thatcher. 6:17 left to play here in this first half. And the Eagles hand off to Clark. And Clark is going to be stacked up there. Vallejos and Crosby combine on the tackle. And I don't know if take a look, watch the offensive line, Steve, here for the Eagles. Watch how fast they fire off the ball.
I was about to comment on that. That last one, they were right where the ball's at, real fast. They made 2 yards.
The entire line goes over 200 pounds. Each one of them is over 200 pounds. Not a single player across that front
Timeout.
five.
Thatcher, first time out of the half.
And we'll talk more about it when we come back. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
You've been there waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Welcome back to St. John's High School. The Redskins behind the Eagles right now, 27-0 with 5:33 left to play in this first half. Ball at the Eagle 32. They've got the football and the 4-touchdown lead in the contest here. Wide receiver to the near side of the formation, single receiver to the far side. Tight end lines up on the left side of the line. Two men split behind Courtson. And on the reverse, they give to Goodman. Goodman trying to find the edge, and he won't get there. Crosby trips him up in the backfield and knocks him down shy of the 30, but a penalty marker thrown in the backfield. This may add some insult to injury here.
On that play, that flag is typically a holding or block in the back.
Good looking shot right there. Tanner Crosby. And he's got.
During the run, holding on the offense. That's a 10-yard penalty. After the play is over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the offense. That will be assessed half the distance to the goal. Result of the play, second down.
Wow.
That is
There was 2 flags thrown.
That is a bad penalty for the Thatcher Eagles, and I can guarantee you that Coach Morales and Coach Conrad are not going to be happy with that one. So instead of a loss of 3 or 4 on the play.
2nd and 31.
Yeah, the official scoreboard says it's 29, but you're right, 31 yards to go here. Ball at the 9-yard line. Courtson looking to throw left side. It's going to be picked off Nielsen at the 29. He's got pay dirt in front of him. 10-5, touchdown. Redskins on the board. Graham Nielsen, a Hudson's Furniture touchdown.
Great defensive play.
And just an ill-advised pass. He put too much air under that one and threw it into double coverage. Did not account for the safety coming over the top. Graham Nelson knows what to do with that one. First touchdown of the night for the Redskins. And the point after try is up, and it's no good. So Redskins trail 27-6, 5:11 left to play here in the first half. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Hudson's Furniture has quality furniture at affordable prices. With their newly expanded showroom, they offer furniture for every room in your home, including best home furnishings, featuring solid wood construction and a lifetime warranty. And customized orders are available to fit your individual size, color, and style. Plus, get guaranteed credit approval with 0 interest and 0 down. For the best prices on quality furniture, visit Hudson's Furniture, across from Walmart in Taylor.
We get set now for the Northland Pioneer College kickoff. Steve, we've had several Beeler orthodontic straight line plays of the game to choose from tonight, and you're going to have your work cut out for you. As the Redskins go for an onside kick, and it is going to be covered by the up back here, number 18, that we don't have his. Oh, it's Luis Lopez or Luis Aguilar. I'm not sure which. But he's able to cover it up right at the 50-yard line.
So Thatcher's going to have to shake off that last series and keep their momentum going. St. John's, on the other hand, building off of that last series and saying, let's do it again. We got 5 minutes left in the half.
Well,
let's get the ball back and go.
They roll the dice here and give up some good field position. Ball at the 49 of Thatcher. Courtson with an eye set behind him. Give it to Riley Morris. And Case Udall stacks him up. And he's snowed under by the rest of the Redskin defensive front. Joseph Lasuro also in on the stop there for St. John's. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8 after a gain of 2 on 1st down. Ball at the Redskins 49.
I think the St. John's Redskins could really build off that interception return and get fired up for the rest of this half.
Give to Turley. Turley drags a tackler with him out across the 45. He'll be finally knocked down at the 40. Jacob Skousen hanging on for the ride there. Good enough for a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass 1st down for the Thatcher Eagles. As that's just pure strength.
What an exciting runner. Quick, maneuvers fast, breaks tackles, and drags people with him.
Strong. Fresh set of downs at the Redskins 40.
That's a red flag on the field. What is that red flag?
Dead ball, false start. Offense. 5-yard penalty, still 1st down.
Fall colors.
That's isn't that the oh, it's pink for cancer night. Oh yeah. Or for cancer month, yeah. 1st down and 15. Give to Morris.
Wow.
No, keeper Courtson dragging a tackler with him, finally knocked down as he gets to the 31-yard line. J.J. Womack and Nick Patterson combined on the tackle for the Redskins, but I'm getting goosebumps as I talk about Jack Courtson tonight. You know, he was a kid that we watched a lot of film on, and he was not that impressive in the games that we saw, but he's been absolutely outstanding here tonight. I shouldn't say not that impressive. I should say not as impressive as he's been tonight. They pitch to Morris. Morris gets around the left edge and has a first down and more as he gets inside the 20. Finally forced out of bounds by Ulibarri. And it's a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down for Riley Morris and the Thatcher Eagles.
You know, running the option, they've got so many options with that play and weapons to use. And he's doing so well at faking it, the defense hasn't been able to answer it yet.
Courtson with, again, eye tandem behind him. Clock approaching the 3-minute mark of the second half. They give to Morris. Morris stacked up at the line of scrimmage, but spins for a couple more. Vallejos and Andrew Tolbert in on the stop for the Redskins there. Morris making something out of nothing there as he gets a couple yards on first down.
It looked like Courtson was trying to pull that, but it was too late.
They'll call it officially a yard, so it'll be second down and 9. They pitch to Morris, and the Redskins are there. Graham Nilsson, the first one to hit him, number 11 for the Redskins, getting into the backfield and causing problems for the Eagles.
Great defense played by him. I mean, they know they're going to run the option. There's certain people that have specific assignments who to cover on that option. They finally made it happen.
Courtson under center will hand to Morris, and Morris fights his way back to the original line of scrimmage. And across that front stick, Jacob Skousen and Jessup in on the stop for the Redskins as he gets it out across the 20-yard line to about the 18. And on fourth down, the Eagles going to go for it on a note with the no huddle here. Take the snap, give straight ahead to Turley. Turley!
And he makes it.
Gets across the 10, and the 10-yard line is a yard to gain, I believe. First down. They officially give him the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down, so it's first and goal. Ball just inside the 10.
Thatcher not wasting any time.
And to Morris. Morris into the end zone from 10 yards out. Fifth touchdown of the night. As another Hudson's Furniture touchdown for Thatcher.
And St. John's was set up for that. They had everybody up front. It looked like they were pressing as much as they could, but once he made it past that first level, he just jogged into the end zone. There was no one left.
That's the second touchdown tonight for Riley Morris as the Eagles line up to go for 2 here. And the right tackle.
Dead ball, false start. Offense 5 yards. Repeat the untimed down.
Quentin Mack, the right tackle, fired off a little early, like 1 count too early. So they come on to try the point after try. Russell to kick. The hold of Seth Lunt. And he has plenty of distance. It's through the uprights. And a good PAT makes the score. Thatcher 34. St. John 6, minute 35 left to play in the half. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide at iTalk1067.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Sholo and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
34-6. Thatcher over the Redskins, taking a 4-touchdown lead over St. John's. Time now for our Northland Pioneer College kickoff. When it comes time for your college education, choose the college with the lowest tuition in the state of Arizona. Northland Pioneer College, as Russell having trouble teeing it up, so Riley Morris will hold it for him. And he hits a line drive worm burner across the ground. J.J. Womack picks it up for the Redskins, and the Eagles give up some good field position here. The Redskins at the 43. I believe the intent was for that to end up near the 30 or 20-yard line, but
having to switch to have someone put their finger on it may have changed things up.
Yeah. Minute and a half left in this first half. They give to Crosby. Crosby carries out across the 45 to the 46. Grayson Schreck on the tackle. Tanner Crosby has been the workout horse tonight for St. John's. 34-6 is our score. Thatcher on top of St. John's, the clock rolling, approaching the 1-minute mark of the second quarter. Sanchez on 2nd and 7. Drops and throws. Caught. First down to Ulibarri. Ulibarri still on his feet as he fights his way, trying to get away from Quentin Clark and Turley. They finally bring him down. That's Turley that was hanging him, had hung on to him and finally spun him down. So Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down for the Redskins. Set up the middle screen to Crosby, and Crosby can't come up with it. Thatcher there defensively as well, and I don't think they were fooled at all by the play. Skousen in the area defensively.
Had he caught it, he wasn't going to get any yardage, but it definitely wasn't for lack of trying. He bobbled it, almost tipped it up long enough for Thatcher to get there to pick it off.
Second down and 10. 34-6, Thatcher over St. John's. Redskins send 2 receivers here to the near side. That's Nelson and Perry. 2 receivers out to the far side. Sanchez takes the shotgun snap, looks right, now throws to the left and overthrows Perry. Sanchez just has not been on the mark tonight, as he has just not been able to set his feet and get a good throw off.
You know, and I haven't seen him get hit by any of these big linemen, but I think maybe he knows just how big they are. Is not wanting it to happen once.
So we see Coach Morgan there giving the play to Graham Nilsson. He'll shuttle it in here. Nilsson and J.J. Womack in from the sideline. They put Nilsson here to the near side. Womack lines up on the right side of the formation. Sanchez dropping back to pass, steps up to get away from the rush, lets it fly into double coverage. Nilsson tips it and catches it, and now tries to get out of bounds, and he does.
We have that ball.
Wow.
And there was a fight for the ball afterwards. Thatcher says they came up with it, but the official says no. It's going to be a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down, and this one in the running for our Belo Orthodontic straight line play of the game. Sanchez put it up again into double coverage. It was a pretty good defensive effort that time, but he tipped it up into the air, and Graham Nilsson able to come down with it, and then he gets hit out of bounds at the 5 by Quentin Turley, and so it's going to be first and goal with 11 seconds left to play here in the half from the 5-yard line for the Redskins. Sanchez takes the snap. Looks to his right, throws, incomplete, intended for Ulibarri, and a penalty marker comes in late. as it looked like it may be pass interference here. Kyron Ulibarri had the position. Probably going to be called a defensive hold. Here's the official call from the Whitecap.
Holding before the pass on the defense. Half the distance to the goal. Repeat, first down.
Coach Morgan again talking to Graham Nilsson here to send the play in. 7 seconds left to play in the half. 34-6, Thatcher with the lead, but
St. John's got to make it happen right here.
Redskins, if they get a potential to have 2 more plays here, depending on what they run, and they should have, I think they have all of their timeouts, or at least 2. Trying to remember if they called the timeout or not. Officials stopping play here for a second. Been a well officiated first half by this officiating crew. Snap to Sanchez, it's Lowy, able to come up with it, and he throws a pick. Courtson with his second pick of the night. Man.
That'll end the half with that play.
What a nice defensive play by Courtson. Just steps in front of the pass. That one needed to come out a little sooner, as Courtson had way too much time to come back for that one. And that'll end the first half of play. 34-6. Jack Courtson with 2 interceptions, a touchdown, and set up another touchdown for the Eagles, who lead it 34-6. Our Sunrise Park Resort halftime show is coming up. Should be excellent skiing, expecting a lot of snow this winter. They got good snow coverage on our last storm. Should be some more snow coming up this weekend, and a potential to open up early at Sunrise. That Sunrise Park Resort halftime show is coming up next when we return. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Little Bluebird Studios is a local company with skilled designers that care about your company's image and brand. Call Little Bluebird Studios today, 928-351-7942, or online at littlebluebird.org. Little Bluebird Studios, the company that cares.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
Want to buy the #1 selling truck in America for over 41 years? Want to buy a vehicle with a lifetime engine warranty? Want to get the best deal in the state of Arizona on your new Ford car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Anyone can say they'll give you a great deal, but Guy Hatch at Sholo Ford means it. In fact, he guarantees it. Buy the best from the best. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce.
Well, we welcome you back to St. John's High School, and one of the cutest performances here at St. John's High School. I wish we had some information. Ashley Bustos getting the shots for us here. Some awesome shots here. At intermission, it's 34-6. Our Sunrise Park Resort halftime show, and we'll try to get some more close-up shots with one of our best videographers, Ashley, as they continue to perform here. This must be a dance group, as there seems like they're doing different age groups here. It's the Sunrise Park Resort halftime show, and we remind you to check things out at Sunrise. Still a chance to get discounted tickets if you would like to at the Sunrise Park Resort. It's really a good chance to see a good chance to get a discount on tickets to do some skiing this winter. As their snow is supposed to be really good this winter.
I understood they already got like 8 inches last weekend.
Yeah, they've had some good snow already, and it doesn't take much for them to open, especially because they have snow-making capability. So
So St. John's is appreciating and celebrating October being Breast Cancer Awareness Month. They've got pink ribbons on the field and these kids in pink performing. They're professionals. These kids are professionals.
These are good little dancers here.
They're doing great. I think I just pulled a muscle watching her do that little flip.
Well, I wish we had some information on who this dance group is. Really fun though, nice looking kids, and they're doing a great job.
We'll have to see if maybe we can get in touch with their coaches and find out what groups these are, or give them some credit, some accolades for their performances tonight.
Well, we've got some first half highlights for you, but I hate to miss this entertainment here at the halftime. It's kind of rare that we get that we're treated to this type of entertainment. So I'm trying to give a chance for some of these girls to shine.
Doing great.
We'll get to the highlights. We'll get to the recap of the first half here in just a few minutes, but definitely want to give these young ladies some recognition, much deserved recognition for their work tonight.
Very cool. Great shots here. So we delay our usual halftime conversation, which normally we would recap the first half for you. We've got some highlights for you. We'd like to get to those in a second, but we'd like to give these girls some credit. Did you catch what the dance academy is there?
Precision dance.
Precision dance. Must be a dance academy here in St. John's. Doing a terrific job. And there you go.
Great job.
Well, let's go now to our first half recap. As we start things off, it's the Thatcher Eagles who, on the 36-yard keeper there, second possession of the game, I believe. It's a 36-yard keeper by Corsten. And good PAT. You can see him taking it to the house there, showing off some speed. 7-0 early. Then Thatcher again, this time on a 57-yard carry by Trevin Clark. Clark untouched, goes to the house, and then the PAT makes it 14-0. And then with 24-yard carry here by Riley Morris with 38 seconds left. The PAT is good, and it's 21-0. See it on the wraparound handoff, and gets up the near sideline. Morris with his first of 2 touchdowns. And then we go to the second quarter. 43-yard carry by Cortson sets up a 2-yard carry by Brock Jones. The point after try is no good. And with 9 minutes and 35 seconds left, it's 27-0 Thatcher. St. John's finally gets on the board with 5:11 left to play in the half. 29-yard interception return for a touchdown by Graham Nilsson. The pick 6. Nilsson going up, high points it there at the 29-yard line, takes it up the near sideline and finds the pay dirt for the first time for the Redskins. And it's 27-6 with 5:11 left to play here in the first half. The Eagles able to score on the next drive, capping the drive off on a 10-yard carry by Riley Morris. He goes 10 yards, a good PAT by Russell, and it's 34-6, and that's your halftime score. We'll step away, a look inside the numbers that tell the true story here at intermission when we return with our statistician and spotter tonight, Mike Caldwell. This is the Sunrise Park Resort halftime on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Hudson's Furniture has quality furniture at affordable prices. With their newly expanded showroom, they offer furniture for every room in your home, including best home furnishings, featuring solid wood construction and a lifetime warranty. And customized orders are available to fit your individual size, color, and style. Plus, get guaranteed credit approval with 0 interest and 0 down. For the best prices on quality furniture, visit Hudson's Furniture, across from Walmart in Taylor.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
Want to buy the #1 selling truck in America for over 41 years? Want to buy a vehicle with a lifetime engine warranty? Want to get the best deal in the state of Arizona on your new Ford car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Anyone can say they'll give you a great deal, but Guy Hatch at Sholo Ford means it. In fact, he guarantees it. Buy the best from the best. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce.
Welcome you back. St. John's High School, home of the Redskins, host tonight to the Thatcher Eagles, where the Redskins trail 34-6 here at intermission. It's the Sunrise Park Resort halftime show brought to you by the Sunrise Park Resort. Best time to look for good rates on skiing is right now. Check it out at sunriseskipark.com. That's sunriseskipark.com. As we go now to a look inside the numbers with Mike Caldwell. Mike?
Well, thanks, Camden. And as expected, the stats kind of reflect the score. It's pretty much one-sided. Starting off with the Thatcher Eagles, Jack Corsten's 0 for 2, and he's thrown an interception. But he's made up for it rushing. Corts is leading the ground game for the Thatcher Eagles. 4 carries, 93 yards, 1 TD run of 36 yards. Trevin Clark's also 4 carries, 84 yards, 2 TD runs, 57 and 24. Riley Morris, 7 carries for 84 yards and 2 TDs. The average for the Thatcher Eagles is I know you talked about the line and how big they were and how quick they get off the ball, and they are reflected in the average of 12 yards per carry. St. John's has pretty much been shut down. Sanchez is 8 for 16, but 3 costly interceptions. Graham Nielsen's having 2 receptions for 61 yards, so he's leading the reception yards. He also had that big pick 6 that got St. John's back in the game for a moment. Rushing, totally been shut down. Crosby has 8 carries for 19 yards. Baez chipped in 2 for 6 yards, bringing their total 122 yards for the half. Thatcher Eagles, 257 yards. So as the score shows, the stats back it up. It's total domination by the Thatcher Eagles tonight, this first half.
All right, that's how it goes. We'll step away, back with our second half kickoff brought to you by Northland Pioneer College. When we return, this has been the Sunrise Park Resort halftime show. Great chance to get discounted lift passes. Check it out at sunriseskipark.com. That's sunriseskipark.com. Again, this is the Sunrise Park Resort halftime show. Back with the second half when we return right here on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Little Bluebird Studios is a local company with skilled designers that care about your company's image and brand. Call Little Bluebird Studios today, 928-351-7942, or online at littlebluebird.org. Little Bluebird Studios, the company that cares.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
Welcome back to St. John's High School. Halftime score 34-6. About set to get the second half underway, and our Northland Pioneer College kickoff coming up. Got a scoring update for you from Morenci. It's the Wildcats down right now, 16-2 to Round Valley. So the Elks with the lead at the moment at Morenci. That one should be close to halftime as well.
Well, in that case, Morenci's not doing too bad if they're missing 4 starters.
Yeah. Yep. Elks on the road. That's the other. So there's, coming into tonight, there are 3 teams in the 2A Black region with only 1 loss. And that is Morenci, Round Valley, and St. John's. St. John's has got their work cut out for them here. They're looking for a opportunity to beat this Thatcher team, but if they're going to, they're going to have to get something started quick here.
And Coach Morgan's no stranger to halftime adjustments. He's been doing this for a long time. He knows exactly what to tell his boys. Now it's just a matter of them coming out and delivering the second half, making some adjustments, at least making adjustments that they know they can recover from. Whether or not they come back and win this game is yet to be said, of course, but if they can make some improvements from the first half and hold Thatcher, defensively do well, they can come away with their heads up and know that they're looking good for the playoffs coming forward.
Northland Pioneer College kickoff. Graham Nelson set to put foot into it. Quentin Turley back to receive. Nelson deep end over end kick, fielded at the 7, out to the 10, to the 20, 25, 30. He could go to the 40. Now to midfield, to the 40, to the 30. No one going to get him. 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Turley burns it up the far sideline, and we do have a penalty marker. Hang on to your shirts.
Did you see how fast Javen Montoya got up there to make a block?
Yeah. Well, this Thatcher team is loaded with athletes.
During the play, personal foul. Targeting. On the return team, 15 yards, first down.
On college, he would be ejected. That's the replay. That's the end of the first half. There, that's not the replay of that kick return.
So both special team returns for touchdowns by Thatcher get called back on penalty.
So this game could be a lot worse for the Redskins. Watch Turley here. Looked like he was almost tripped up right there. I have not seen where the targeting is, but Turley. Unless they're calling that, they couldn't have called that one targeting, could they?
They called it clear back at midfield,
so it couldn't have been that one. As it stands, though, it'll be the Eagles ball at the 32, their own 32-yard line. Courtson keeping around the right side to the 45, up the sideline, and gets hammered by Vallejos. And Vallejos comes off favoring his arm. He's already got his left arm wrapped up, and that looked like he may have hurt his right arm on that play. Courtson with a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down, but not yet. They've got a penalty marker thrown at the 38. So a personal foul and an ejection.
Redskins. Personal foul, kicking. The player has been ejected.
And I don't know which player that is. Let's see if we can see it on the replay.
They're looking at number 5 is what they're looking at on the field right now. Looks like number 5.
It's Case Udall, looks like. It's going to be out of the game for St. John's. And so the personal foul will give Thatcher a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down, and this is tacked on to the end of the run. So it turns into a huge penalty here that'll give the Redskins the Eagles the football in Redskin territory at the Redskin 40-yard line. Courtson, 2 men split behind him. Steps under center. Wide receiver to the right, single receiver to the left. On the option, pitches it, and it's Jones is the pitch man. He lost the handle on the football. Looked like it may have been stripped away. Had to fall down on it to cover it up.
Having Case Udall out of the game is a big defensive loss for the Redskins. He's got quite a few tackles on the season, and they need all the help on defense they can get right now. So that's a tough loss for the Redskins, having him out off the field. Thatcher comes out with a receiver to either side, 2 backs in the backfield. Miscue.
Courtson in trouble, lost the football. It'll be the Redskins who fall on it at midfield. Mark Vallejos. Graham Nilsson stripped it, and Vallejos covers it for the Redskins.
Courtson turns the wrong way, or the runners went the wrong way. I don't know which, but there was no one there to hand off to, and he tries to scramble, and the Redskins just make a mess of it.
So the Redskins with a big break.
They turned it off.
34 to 6. Thatcher with the lead. 10:41 left to play here in the third. And the Redskins with the football at midfield after the fumble recovery by Vallejos. Handed off to Crosby, and Crosby fights his way across midfield and will be knocked down at the 46. Skousen and Joseph Lucero combine on the tackle for the Eagles.
Strong running there again by Crosby. Met at the line of scrimmage, but manages to scramble up for 4 yards. Doesn't give up easy.
So the Redskins now. Second down and about 6. Throw near side. It is in and out of the hands of Nilsson, who makes a diving attempt at it at the 39-yard line.
Montoya has really good coverage on him on that one. He's got to be careful getting his hands on him before the pass gets there. I think he was safe on that one, but it's close.
Nilsson will shuttle the play in. Perry checks out of the lineup for the Redskins. As Womack and Nilsson check in. Wide receiver to the far side of the set is Kyron Ulibarri. Nilsson's on the near side on 3rd down and 6. Sanchez looking to throw, has 2 receivers out, throws towards Ulibarri, and Ulibarri can't come up with it as he just overthrew him a little bit. Goodman and Turley were on coverage down the far sideline.
And that goes right through Goodman's hands. I think Ulibarri had to turn into a defensive player on that one to just save the interception.
Interesting play call there. Both receivers running deep patterns down opposite sidelines, and there was only 2 receivers. Nilsson set to punt, stands at his 43-yard line, hits an end-over-end punt that bounces at the 28-yard line and dies at the 27. Takes Skousen, picks it up. And for the Redskins, another failed series as they're unable to get a first down. You know, they came out, had 2 pretty good defensive series and had a good had 2 good offensive series and 1 good defensive series, and then it's kind of been all downhill from there.
Yeah, they've got to pick that up and keep moving forward. A lot of game left, and in high school anything could change. Although Thatcher's, we were talking at the half about how many weapons that they have. It's pretty spread out.
Ball at the 17-yard line. They're going to give it to Trevin Clark, and Clark Out across the 20-yard line, knocked down at the 22. Skousen and Lucero combine on the tackle for the Redskins.
And I don't see Thatcher coming out, even with this lead at half, I don't see them necessarily coming out flat and with no energy. I just think St. John's has stepped it up and made their adjustments, but they've got to have a lot more help on defense right now and keep the ball deep in Thatcher's area. Flag on the play may have been encroachment.
Dead ball, offsides. On the defense, 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Penalty is on the defense, going to help Thatcher out moving the ball forward.
You know, it was a backbreaker for the Redskins there at the end of that half to not be able to convert when they had it 1st and goal at the 5, and then they throw the interception to end the half. And unfortunately for them, that cuts the lead to just 3 scores. And unfortunately for them, they find themselves down by 4. And the Thatcher Eagles with the football, picking up another Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down. Trevin Clark on the carry this time, across the 30 to the 31. Crosby and Skousen making the tackle for the Redskins this time.
He put on the brakes there in that run.
Yeah, slowed up.
Changed direction.
Courtson under center. First down and 10. Play action. Throws right side, wide open. At the 45, 40 to the 30. Spencer Stevens with the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down. He is finally knocked down inside the 20 at the 18. Watch how wide open he is. The entire defense bites on the play action and leaves him wide open. 51 yards on the reception. J.J. Womack finally catches up to him and brings him down for the Redskins. A touchdown saving tackle.
That's one of those passes a receiver has coming. They know they're wide open. I think those are the most nerve-wracking because you have time to think about it.
And the pitch to Bryce. Bryce.
Gavin Bryce on that run out to the outside with Womack on the tackle. Couple Redskins tying their shoes. There we go, they're ready to play.
7:14 left to play, third quarter. Eagles on top, 34-6. Second down and 2. At about the 12-yard line, Courtson pitches quickly to Clark. Clark trying to find the edge. He gets there, slips a tackle. Nope, can't get out of the grasp of Vallejos at the 10-yard line. I think he may have gotten to the 9.
Did he catch that with one hand behind him?
I don't know. Let's see if we got a replay on that one. It's an early pitch, and he did. That's a great grab. That one in the running for the Beeler Orthodontic straight line play of the game as well. Also looking for our Deemer's glass shattering hit of the game. Hoping you're keeping notes there, Steve.
I got a couple. I'm working on it.
High tandem in the backfield. They're going to hand it off to Bryce this time. Bryce stacked up at the line of scrimmage. And St. John's showing up defensively here, forcing a third down. Nope, that's a first down. A Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down. They just get it across the yard to gain. So mark it at the... Is it at the 8-yard line now? Where's the ball?
I got it at 7.
7 or 6? Our angle is not very good. We'll call it at the 7. So 1st and goal from the 7.
Uh-oh.
Another quick pitch, and the ball's on the ground, and an attempt to scoop and score it by Vallejos is unsuccessful, but finally the Redskins fall on it. Elijah Jessup, as the Redskins are able to turn the Eagles away.
That was actually hit by the defensive end.
Great play that time for the Redskins defensive end to hit Courtson as he tries to pitch it. We'll try to get a number for you on that right side. I'm not sure who that was. I don't know if they can see it in the truck for us or not, but a
May have
terrific.
been Skousen. 73. Yeah.
Skousen's the one that picked it up, but
Jessup got it.
Or Jessup, yeah. Hand to Crosby. Not much there. Gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8.
So St. John's is getting a couple breaks on this and makes a great defensive stand. Keeps Thatcher off the board the second half so far and gets the ball back. They've got a long field to go, but they can make this work and gain a lot of momentum off of this drive. If they can put together a good offensive drive here, Thatcher may be on their heels for a little bit.
Sanchez drops back, throws it across the middle into triple coverage, and it is picked up by Turley at the 37. He could go to the 10, 5, bulls his way into the end zone. Touchdown.
There's
Turley on a pick 6, but hang on, we got a flag back at the 23.
I don't know if this is going to be on Thatcher or St. John's. St. John's had a late hit on Moats.
We'll await the official call here from head official Shane Walker as he meets with his team.
If we have that replay, you might see.
Long conversation here. They're talking, though, to the Thatcher Eagles.
Here we go.
During the return, personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the offense. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is a touchdown.
So it's a Hudson's Furniture touchdown for Turley on a pick 6. Take a look at it again here. Sanchez just trying to force it here. 3 defenders, and he underthrows it. Turley picks it off at the 37-yard line and gets a big pick 6 here. And he just does touch the pylon there to get the touchdown. And 4:50 left to play in the contest, and we get a good point after try. And the Thatcher Eagles lead it 41-6. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Northland Pioneer College kickoff is to Dion Perry. He's trying to come here to the near side, looking for an opening. Not much there as he returns it from about the 18 out to the 22. Breton Dodge and Montoya able to come up with the tackle for the Eagles. The Eagles lead at 41-6, 4:41 left to play third quarter.
So that's the second kickoff return that St. John's has ran clear across the field trying to get to their own sidelines.
Yeah. So far, Thatcher's done a great job on special teams, I think, tonight.
Definitely solid tackling. They're quick. You can hear the pops of the pads all the way up here. So
yeah, lots of
on both sides. They're both hitting hard.
Lots of potential Deemer's glass shattering hits out there. Vallejo's trying to get around the right side, hitting the backfield. He'll be dropped for a loss.
Speaking of the glass shattering hit,
Riley Morris with a nice hit to knock him down before he can get to the edge. Let's see if we can see a replay on that one. This one in the running for our Deemer's glass shattering hit of the game. Riley Morris taking him high that time. Rick Skousen was down around his ankles, but Deemer's glass, great selection of glass. Quality glass at affordable prices. Call 1-888-GLASSMAN. That's Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Crosby takes it straight ahead for about 3 or 4. Jones on the tackle.
And the Redskins line doing a good job against that big defensive line of the Eagles. That was a good line surge going, what was that, 6 yards, 5-6 yards?
So that's, see if they can do it again here. Eagles showing blitz this time, and Hammond gets a carry this time for the Redskins. And a 4th down, they're going to be forced to punt it. You in 4-down territory yet, Steve? Is it too early to start going for it on 4th down this deep in your own?
Oh, it's dangerous. But I mean, yeah, 35 points.
I mean, I don't know what you have to lose other than more points. But back to punt this one. Graham Nilsson punts it. Turley returns it. And Turley out to midfield, crosses midfield, gets to the Redskins 45-yard line before he's brought down. About a 12-yard return, 13-yard return. Quentin Turley.
Eliza Jessup limping off of the end of that play.
Jessup being helped off now. Some of his teammates. He doesn't like that.
He's a big fella.
Must be his knee.
Carrying him off, but he's already got braces on his knees. I don't know if he has prior injuries or if that's just protection, but definitely feeling it after that.
Turley does a great job reading his block right there. Two and a half left to play in the third, 41-6. Courtson drops the throw, and it's batted down. Let's see who batted it down, but the Redskins, somebody on that defensive front for the Redskins got a paw up there to knock it down. See if we can see it on the replay. Courtson looking to his right, and who was that? 54.
Joseph
Lucero. Nice job defensively there for the Redskins. Lucero knocking that one down, forcing a 2nd and 10. Courtson hands it off to Turley. He spins and has a couple. Redskins have looked better defensively in this quarter. Robert Vallejos on the tackle this time.
Doing much better. They're wrapping up well. They're attacking the holes really well up the middle. And we saw a couple in the first half. We saw a couple big plays given up by St. John's right up the middle. So they made that adjustment.
2:02 left to play, third quarter. Scoreboard reads Thatcher up 41-6 over the Redskins. On a 3rd down and 9 from the Redskin 44, Morris.
Pile just keeps moving forward.
To the 40-yard line, J.J. Womack. And Jacob Skousen in on the stop for the red and white. So on 4th down, the Thatcher Eagles forced to punt. Last 2 defensive efforts for the Redskins have ended in a punt or a turnover. If St. John's can quit, they're going to fake it. Courtson looking to pass, far sideline.
He
Caught
catches
by
it.
Turley. Oh,
wow.
Brother. 40 yards for Turley on the pass from Courtson. A Hudson's Furniture touchdown. And there's that one in the running for our Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game as the Eagles go for it on 4th down and really didn't fool the Redskins. They were there defensively. It was just a great pass and a great catch by the Eagles, and Turley just finding an opening there and coming up with the football. Russell to tack on the extra point. He does. And for the Eagles, it's a 48-6 lead with 1:01 left to play here in this 3rd quarter. We'll step away. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Hudson's Furniture has quality furniture at affordable prices. With their newly expanded showroom, they offer furniture for every room in your home, including best home furnishings, featuring solid wood construction and a lifetime warranty. And customized orders are available to fit your individual size, color, and style. Plus, get guaranteed credit approval with 0 interest and 0 down. For the best prices on quality furniture, visit Hudson's Furniture, across from Walmart in Taylor.
So the Thatcher Eagles run a fake punt on 4th down and are able to come up with a touchdown. It went 40 yards from Courtson to Turley. And the Eagles lead it 48-6. And we have a running clock now. It's time now for our Northland Pioneer College kickoff.
So Jared Mueller on a little pooch kick. You know, and again, holding the ball right off the toe, you don't know what's meant, what they're actually going for. The position of the ball changes. It's just a different feel. He could have been trying to kick it deep and just got what he got.
So the Redskins will get their offense out there again. They get another short field. See if they can get their offense going here. So far, the Eagles have been outstanding on defense tonight. And they're just going to let the 3rd quarter expire. We'll step away. 48-6 Thatcher. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Sholo and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Want to buy the #1 selling truck in America for over 41 years? Want to buy a vehicle with a lifetime engine warranty? Want to get the best deal in the state of Arizona on your new Ford car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Anyone can say they'll give you a great deal, but Guy Hatch at Sholo Ford means it. In fact, he guarantees it. Buy the best from the best. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce.
Well, we welcome you back to St. John's High School, where the Thatcher Eagles are in the process of a rout. Up 48-6 over the Redskins, and over in Morenci, sounds like the Elks are having their way with the Wildcats. They lead it 30-2 with 11 minutes left in that contest there. Redskins to start the fourth quarter. Give it to Perry, who tries to sweep left. He turns it up, finds a little seam. Able to get across the 45. Jones and Turley able to tackle him at about the 48. Snowflake already with the victory tonight, as Holbrook forced to forfeit. My understanding is that they didn't have enough players. It's fall break, and a lot of the students live in dorms there on the campus of Holbrook, and those players unavailable for the game, leaving the Roadrunners without enough players to play against the Lobos tonight. So they get a freebie. Vallejos out across the 45. This will be a loss of a yard on the play. Connell Russell on the tackle for the Eagles.
You know, it's unfortunate Holbrook has to forfeit. Could be unfortunate for Snowflake to have another bye week. That's not always a good thing. Might be good if they have a couple injuries, give them some time to heal.
Yeah.
But that time off, sometimes they come back that next game and a little bit flat.
3rd and 7. Sanchez rolling to his right, steps up, throws, and is caught, and a huge hit as Womack loses his helmet. Watch this hit right here. This is going to go down as a targeting, and we don't have the hit. Oh, yeah, we do.
Right under his chin, looks like.
And if it wasn't a penalty, we would call it our Deemer's glass sharding hit of the game. But it is going to go down as a penalty against the Eagles.
Personal foul. Targeting. On the defense. 15 yards from the end of the play. First down.
So that's by far the biggest hit I've seen to date this year.
That was a pop. That was Mason Underwood lays a real heavy hit on him right under the chin.
There's no question that he's a defenseless player, but I don't think that's part of the. I don't think that's part of the high school game yet. Imagine that they'll update rules. Hammond gets hammered.
Great hit again.
That's an outstanding defensive play. Right in the middle of that defense.
Hammond going right up the middle. Strong, run strong, had a good hole open, but looks like number 31.
We don't have a number for 31, do we?
Number 31 lays a heavy hit on him and drives him back.
Try to load that replay for you here in just a minute of that hit. 2nd down and 9. Sanchez drops to throw. Now can't find anybody and just throws it away.
Good job, guys.
And so here's the replay of that previous hit. Womack makes a great catch. And they're calling it helmet-to-helmet contact, but the more I look at that, the harder it is for me to believe that
it may have been the pop that helped the flags fly. That was a loud hit.
It was a loud hit for sure. Nice catch by Crosby near sideline, and Crosby tackled by Underwood as he gets up to the inside the 20-yard line. Good for is he close to a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down?
And you know, talking about that hit, regardless of whether it was a targeting or not, you're just happy to see that he didn't lay down on the field. He wasn't injured.
Yeah.
He got up right away, and that's what you're always happy to see, is that they jump up and that they're okay.
Yeah, He caught him right underneath the helmet. A lot of times that can bust a chin open, but fortunately, he is fine.
Probably having to replace a couple screws on that chin strap.
Yeah. Or on the mask, yeah. It is a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down. They give to Vallejos. Vallejos trying to get around the left side, and another big hit out on the left side. Turley comes in and closes and knocks Vallejos out, and looks like Turley comes up.
Number 2 slows him down, makes him redirect, and Turley finishes him off.
Look at the speed of Turley. Just his closing speed is fantastic. Turley looked like he got a little banged up on that play. He comes out of the lineup. Second down. Sanchez looking to throw again, and he has a man. It's Crosby. He's hit. Another good hit by number 31. We don't have his name on our roster. I'd love to give him some props. That was one of the ones that we didn't get, or if we got it, we didn't do a good job of writing it down because I don't have it. Third down and 9. Booster Club at Thatcher buying them new jerseys, and that's why some of the numbers don't match up on our roster.
Timeout, St. John's. First timeout of the second half.
Redskins take it. We take it with them. 48-6 Thatcher. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
Well, we welcome you back to St. John's High School, where the Thatcher Eagles lead 48-6 over the Redskins. And I think that the player number 31 is Ben Shumway, the 6'1", 195-pound senior. He's playing at middle linebacker spot, and in all the tape I saw this week, Steve, that was Ben Shumway's position. So Shumway is a kid whose family is from Snowflake, along with Quentin Turley, both of their families hailing from the Lobo land and carrying on the tradition with the Eagles of good football in both of those families. Quick throw on a slant and a fourth down.
Kyron looks like he got a little shook up on that one.
St. John's will go for it here on 4th and about 7. Ball at the 15. Two men split out to the left, one to the right. Womack is here on the near sideline. Good to see him in the lineup. Sanchez waits, throws.
Wow.
It's almost picked off. That one was right into the breadbasket. Hit him in the wrong spot. Kyle O'Donnell couldn't hang on to it. I think he was surprised he got it, the 5'10 junior.
It went directly to him, right in the numbers.
He's looking for Womack to go across the outside. You can see Womack there, but he just doesn't, for some reason, doesn't see the white jersey standing there. Kyle O'Donnell saying, man, this is my chance.
Jonah Kamai was kind of saying the same thing. What did you do?
Timeout, Thatcher. First timeout of the second half.
We'll keep it here and remind you that we'll have our Deemer's glass shattering hit of the game, our Beeler Orthodontic straight line play of the game, and our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game immediately following the conclusion of this contest. We invite you to stick around for that. We'll break down the contest and show you some second half highlights, as well as a look inside the numbers tonight with Mike Caldwell. It's been a outstanding night for the Thatcher Eagles. And if you're a Thatcher Eagle fan, you I'm trying to carry on a conversation here with Mike Caldwell and think about what I'm supposed to say. It's been a great night for the Thatcher Eagles. They've just been dominant on defense and offense tonight, as was expected for this team coming into this contest. Not many gave the Redskins a shot at winning this one. They were hopeful. We all were hopeful, but we didn't quite see the Redskin team that we thought we would. And Thatcher's been fantastic.
And we were laughing because once again we find out that Mike was wrong and his wife was right.
Nice hit here as the Redskins do a good job defensively. Their defense has been much better in this second half. And now Thatcher bringing in some of the second string players. Underwood takes the pitch and gets hit in the backfield.
Nice hit, good defense again. Crosby attacks on that one quick, meeting him deep in the backfield. You know, with five minutes left in the game, down 48-6, St. John's is not going to come back from this point-wise. They can come back skill-wise, come back performance-wise, and end on a high note if their defense can step up and end this game on a high note.
3rd down and 12. And the Thatcher Eagles second stringers looking for something positive here, and Underwood this time cannot get much. Back to the original line of scrimmage. Skousen stops him and holds him up. So on 4th down, it'll be the Eagles set to punt this one away.
Jessup is back in the game as well. He was back there on that stop, and looked like earlier when he came off the field, he must have been just cramping up.
Low snap. Handled well, though, by Courtson. Courtson hits a knuckleballer. Crosby fields it at the 48. So from the Eagles' 48-yard line, the Redskins will get another shot at it. We got a running clock, so the clock continuing to roll here as it approaches the 4-minute mark of the 4th quarter. Redskins will send Perry out wide to the far side of the formation. The slot's lined up on the right side, and they give it to Crosby. Crosby takes it straight ahead for a gain of 1. Looks like the Redskins have decided to put their running game back in.
Number 51 for the Thatcher Eagles on that stop. Another one that we don't have a number for on the roster.
Second down and 9. Sanchez with the shotgun snap, looking towards Perry on the right side, now turns to his left and throws deep to the left side in double coverage. And it looks like a penalty marker is going to be thrown down near the 10-yard line, as Graham Nilsson was covered fairly well down that far sideline. Tell you, Sanchez not afraid to throw
Pass
the ball.
interference on the defense. 15-yard penalty. Result of the play is a first down.
We have had, is it 3 interceptions? He's thrown 3 interceptions tonight? 4 interceptions, 2 pick sixes. Turley and Courtson both. Did Courtson get a pick 6?
No, that one was called back on
a
penalty.
Oh, okay. Hand to Crosby here. He lowers his shoulder and fights his way across the 30 down at the 29-yard line. 2.5 left to play. Rest of the game pretty much academic here. Redskins sending in a couple of fresh faces as well. Coming split here to the near sideline is Brady Hauser, the 5'8", 140-pound senior. Sanchez stepping back to throw, looking towards Nielsen, now dumps it off to the left side to Kyron Ulibarri, and Vallejos over there in the near side, and he can't hang on to it. It's a pretty good looking pass here. Vallejos was open, but then he threw it a little high.
Gary Perez gets there right on time.
And Vallejos taking exception to Perez hanging on to him, but I'm not sure he knew whether or not he had the ball. So
yeah, I think he was just trying to drive for the tackle.
3rd down and 5. Sanchez, little screen out to the left side, pass to Crosby, and look at the closing speed by Ben Shumway. Oh man, this Thatcher defense has been all over the field tonight. They are not just big, they are fast. And, you know, those defensive linemen, we talked about the size. We've talked about the size all night, but it's more than that. They are so athletic. Their front 4 on this defensive line has been outstanding. The linebackers, they feel to the tackle. Their closing speed is one of the best in the state. Sanchez takes a shotgun snap, rolls to his right, throws, it is caught. Womack driven out of bounds after the catch, and he's going to be short of a 1st down, so it'll turn the ball over on downs.
Jonah Kamai meets him right when he turns from catching the ball to bring him out of bounds.
It's been a hard-hitting game tonight. Lots of big hits. Both sides of the ball. As far as action is concerned, it's been a fun game to watch. If you're a St. John's fan, it's not been very pleasurable, but it's just been one of those games that has just had a ton of big hits and big plays. Been fun to call. Womack wide to the right side of the formation. Now they'll set Hammond over on the right side. Sanchez looks left, throws right, and it's towards Womack, but he's going to be out of the back of the end zone and can't hang on to it. So I errantly said that it was that they didn't get the 1st down. They did get the 1st down, so it's a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass 1st down for the Redskins. And they stopped the clock with 15 seconds left, and must be because it's inside of a minute. Is that what it is, or inside of 2 minutes? So the Redskins, a couple more cracks at the end zone here. Sanchez with 4 receivers, 3 to the left. He looks left, throws left. Now across the middle, and it is incomplete, intended for Nielsen. He was knocked down, though. And we may have a passing interference call coming up.
Pass interference on the defense. 15-yard penalty. Result of the play is a 1st down.
So Mountain Mobile Auto Glass 1st down. You can see Nielsen leaving the top of your screen. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Both of them were jumping for the ball, and he kind of got tripped up. I don't know if that was a pass interference.
Yeah, I think both the defender and the offensive player are entitled to the ball. Defensive player had set himself for the ball. It looked like almost like Nielsen ran into him. But because Nielsen goes down, I think it drew the attention of the officials. So we get a flag and a 1st down. And a throw to the right side, and this one almost picked off. That Womack, I think Sanchez thought he was going to the corner. Womack was headed towards the post.
Jonah Kamai with his hands on the ball.
Molyneux on the defense. 48-6 is our final. The Thatcher Eagles over the Redskins of St. John's. We'll be back to recap it for you. Our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game, our Beeler Orthodontic Straight Line play of the game, and our Deemer's glass shattering hit of the game all coming up next. This has been Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Want to buy the #1 selling truck in America for over 41 years? Want to buy a vehicle with a lifetime engine warranty? Want to get the best deal in the state of Arizona on your new Ford car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Anyone can say they'll give you a great deal, but Guy Hatch at Sholo Ford means it. In fact, he guarantees it. Buy the best from the best. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce. Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Little Bluebird Studios is a local company with skilled designers that care about your company's image and brand. Call Little Bluebird Studios today, 928-351-7942, or online at littlebluebird.org. Little Bluebird Studios, the company that cares.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Do we have them? Well, we welcome you back to St. John's High School, where we take a look at the Thatcher Eagles, who have just dominated over the Redskins. 48-6 is the final. As Thatcher's going to improve their record to 8-0 on the season. The Redskins fall to 6-2. And we found out earlier tonight, I believe, that the Elks were victorious over the Wildcats of Morenci. So it leaves the Elks and the Thatcher Eagles, which incidentally, that's who they will play next week in Round Valley in the Dome. So Thatcher with a chance to they're in control of their own destiny at this point. They've got to win to secure that top spot, but they certainly look like a team that is deserving of the #1 ranking in the state. Let's go now to our Beeler Orthodontics Straight Line play of the game, brought to you by Beeler Orthodontics. Live to smile, love your smile. Beeler Orthodontics, and a lot of big plays out there tonight, but we've narrowed it down to 2. And maybe 1. What do you got, Steve?
Yeah, there were so many big plays. Thatcher had, I think, all but one of their touchdowns were big plays, and the one that wasn't was set up on a big play. So after talking about it, looking at all these plays that happened, Quentin Turley from the Thatcher Eagles, number 24, Quentin Turley, 34, I'm sorry, from Thatcher, Quentin Turley. In the third quarter, they came out a little bit, maybe they came out flat, or St. John's came out fired up, but he was able to get in the end zone twice, once on an interception return in the third quarter with 4:50 left in the third quarter. He makes an interception. See if we have that. Maybe we'll come back to that. And as well, 3 minutes after that, he had a 40-yard catch on a fake punt. Yeah, this is the return. That was the right one for the interception return. Anyways, great gameplay by Quentin Turley to keep the momentum on Thatcher's side of the ball in the second half, to go up 41 and 48-6. Here's that interception. Just great moves, great skills on his part, unbelievable speed by him all night long, and goes to the house, has to bulldoze over someone to hit the pylon, but makes it in on that one.
That's your Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game, brought to you by Beeler Orthodontics. Live to smile, love your smile. Beeler Orthodontics. Time now for our Deemer's Glass shattering hit of the game, brought to you by Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Quality glass at affordable prices. Deemer's Glass, call 1-888-GLASSMAN. That's Deemer's Glass in Lakeside.
Both sides of the ball, both teams hitting hard. You could hear the pads popping. Couple hard hits. A few of them drew some penalties, but the one that we were looking at that made a nice sound from clear across the field, number 28 from Thatcher, Riley Morris, gets Ballejos out on the edge on that and just piles him back behind the line of scrimmage. Shows a lot of aggression.
Yeah, and reality is we could have called any number of hits tonight.
There were so many tonight.
But that one definitely a big hit by Riley Morris, and one of the biggest hitters here on this Thatcher team. That's your Deemer's Glass shattering hit of the game, brought to you by Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. And Deemer's Glass, quality glass at affordable prices. Call 1-888-GLASSMAN. As we move now to our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. Player of the game, brought to you by the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. Don't forget, they've got all of your hiking, hunting, camping, and fishing gear out at the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. They're at Highway 260, right-hand side of the road, just before you get to the Honda Resort and Casino. The Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. And lots of lots of players on that Thatcher team that deserve honors tonight. But we've got one kid that I think was dominant in the game tonight.
Yeah, the quarterback from the Thatcher Eagles, Jack Kortson, from the very get-go, at 4:08 left in the first quarter, he goes in for a rushing touchdown. He passes for touchdowns. He gets 2 interceptions in the game. Didn't have a great passing game, but his rushing, his decision-making for handing off on those option plays made up every bit for his passing game tonight. So, player of the game, the Honda Outdoor Sports player of the game, goes to number 7, Jack Kortson from the Thatcher Eagles tonight.
So Kortson, congratulations to him. Outstanding night for Jack Kortson, the quarterback for the Thatcher Eagles. 48-6 is our final, and we want to thank our entire crew here tonight, our spotter and statistician Mike Colwell, and also, I don't know, is Angie the backup statistician? What is she, Mike? What do we call her? Like, she was here for a little while, then she left, and then she came back, and
but we know she was right.
And Angie Caldwell, the smartest one of the entire bunch. We will call it that. And
an update from the Sholo Payson game tonight. Sholo comes away with the win, 22-16. They apparently had to come from behind in the last 3 minutes to beat Payson.
That's a big win for the Sholo Cougars, as it preserves an opportunity for them, I believe, to stay into playoff contention. And so That for the Cougars. Hats off to them. Congratulations to Show Low tonight. Want to thank our entire crew. We don't have a list of everyone. Ashley Bustos, is it Bustios? Bustios. And Dylan Smith, Isaac Hobbs tonight, Jimmy Maxwell, Jaden Kokenauer, Chris Bennett on graphics doing a terrific job, Michael Collins, Janessa Moore, Cole Molyneux, Talicia Stone Street, and Ashley Harley. If I've forgotten anybody, I will repent tomorrow. And the final again, 48-6, Thatcher over St. John's. For Steve Owens, I'm Camden Smith, inviting you back next week, which will be from the Dome in Round Valley as we cover the Thatcher Round Valley game here on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com. Until then, we say so long, everybody.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Want to buy the #1 selling truck in America for over 41 years? Want to buy a vehicle with a lifetime engine warranty? Want to get the best deal in the state of Arizona on your new Ford car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Show Low Ford. Anyone can say they'll give you a great deal, but Guy Hatch at Show Low Ford means it. In fact, he guarantees it. Buy the best from the best. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce.
This has been an iTalk 106.7 Sports exclusive, presented by Show Low Ford. High school football is also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Little Bluebird Studios, Sunrise Park Resort, Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Summit Regional Medical Center, Octopus Car Wash, Hudson's Furniture, and Mountain Mobile Auto Glass. This is a copyrighted broadcast. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or reuse of this program without the express written consent of iTalk 106.7 and Country Mountain Airwaves is expressly prohibited. For more information about this game and others around the region, go to iTalk1067.com.